This week in hip hop, we had the most exciting week of the year, probably, or the most exciting week in a very long time. All right, I don't have to say anything else. You all already heard the song. Kendrick Lamar dropped The Heart Part 4. This was such a surprise because when I saw that he had made that Instagram post with the 4 in it and everyone was speculating that he was going to drop his 4th album, I never even thought that it was going to be The Heart Part 4, which is such a great series, and that didn't even cross my mind. So I have to give a shout out to everyone who predicted that song was going to be the one that dropped. And the thing is, I don't even have to get into the song, alright? If you're watching this video right now, I'm assuming that you have already seen or you've already heard the song. The song is amazing, it speaks for itself. But I wanted to mention something, that this is the most upvoted post in Hip Hop Head's history of all time. It is the most upvoted post ever. This song is speaking not only outside of hip hop, but in the whole musical world in general right now. It woke everyone up. It woke everyone up outside of hip hop. It woke up everyone inside of hip hop, definitely. I mean, that's the power of Kendrick Lamar. Okay, and this song is excellent. The beat switches are just insane, and I am so fucking pumped for this album. Apparently it's coming out April 7th, but I mean, I think we're all just assuming that this album is going to be something that drops. What if it's not just like his album? I mean, what if it's just something else? What if it's like a different project, or maybe it's this J. Cole collab project that we've been speculating about? Maybe it's not an album. I mean, we all thought that the Instagram post was going to be an album dropping, and it would turn out to just be a song. So maybe this isn't an actual album announcement, but I'm like out of breath right now talking about this. The thing is that there was a leaked track list that I'm sure you've all seen as well, and if that is an actual track listing, then that is beyond stacked. I mean, the names who were included in there, I mean, we got Thundercat again, we got Soundwave, of course, we have Andre 3000, we have Kanye West, we have Flying Lotus, Q-Tip. I need to calm down. Just understand that this is happening right now, and I mean, what a way to start off the week. Oh my god, I have to take a sip of water after that. Next, we have all these new Gorillaz songs that's coming off their next album that's due, I think, also April 7th. Their new song with Vince Staples called Ascension, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Crazy song, crazy beat, and this proves that Vince can like really rap over any beat that he chooses to. That he is such a diverse rapper. He can go over so many different kinds of beats, and he has such a crazy style within himself, and like his rapping is just so good. And to hear him over a Gorillaz beat like this one especially, is just so insane. I cannot wait for this album to come out. I'm really looking forward to it. April 7th, this is going to be a crazy fucking day. Joey Badass freestyled over Future's Mask Off beat, and it was really super good. It's a really good freestyle. Joey proves that he can not only just rap over these boom bapish beats, he can rap over really anything, and he's a really talented rapper, and we should really be looking towards him for more of like the skilled kind of rappers that we need. I mean, he's different than all these other kind of guys, and I'm really, again, like I've said this like the third time already this video, I'm super looking forward to his album. I can't wait for it to drop. April is just going to be a great fucking month in general, for real. Snoop Dogg is to induct Tupac Shakur into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think that is very fitting. I mean, back in the day, they were like, there's so many pictures with them, and they were both big, humongous icons in the time that they ran hip-hop, really. I mean, and they're both West Coast legends, and it's crazy that Tupac is getting inducted. I think that just speaks volumes of how powerful his impact was to the music world. I mean, hip-hop, he's an absolute legend, and it's awesome that Snoop Dogg is the one who's going to be inducting him, because it's just very fitting. Speaking of which, someone posted the moment that Tupac was announced dead at Nas's concert. Now, I remember watching this a while back, and I always go back to it just because it was such a crazy moment, and also Nas's outfit is like, what the fuck are you doing? But it was such a crazy moment. That's like, they had all just found out during that concert that Tupac was announced dead, and you have to keep in mind that Tupac had actually already been shot before and survived it. So a lot of people were going into this again like, oh, Tupac was shot again, he's going to come back, he's going to bounce back, and everything's going to be fine. So when he was announced dead, it was such a big surprise. Like, how did he actually die this time, you know? And it was just really cool that Nas took a moment of silence to really give appreciation to Tupac, because I mean, he was such a powerful figure in that time for hip-hop and music in general. So it was a really crazy moment. That's definitely a moment to be remembered. Super Hot Fire is back. It was a pretty interesting video. It was funny too, but I didn't expect to take that turn of like he was battling like from your perspective. It was a very interesting video. It's crazy. Well, I don't understand why he's taking like all these long ass breaks between his videos. I mean, the last video I remember him posting was like years and years ago. I wonder what else he's doing, the actual character of Super Hot. But I mean, it's a classic fucking series, man. The first Super Hot battle is legendary, golden age YouTube, and it's one of my favorite video series. Drake's More Life shatters streaming records with 89.9 million streams on Apple Music in 24 hours. That is a lot of fucking streams, especially since he played and previewed the album on his OVO radio, which was interesting, which was an awesome way, by the way, of posting the album and having it released. I thought that was a really brilliant way, and I hope that more albums come out like that. But anyway, that's so many streams. I think that Drake is like really breaking a whole bunch of records every time he puts out an album. So I don't even know, like, The Heart Part 4 will not be on Kendrick's next album, which is cool. I like that he does that, and he also did that with The Heart Part 3, which came out before Good Kid, Mad City came out, and he kind of talked about Good Kid, Mad City coming out on October 22nd, and he said, "Will you let hip-hop die on October 22nd?" And I thought that was so genius, and I think it's so genius the way that he's doing this as well, saying April 7th, you guys better be ready. Sci-Hi the Prince says that Good Music's Cruel Winter is done. Now, this is an album that I have been waiting for ever since Cruel Summer, because when Cruel Summer came out, it was a cool album, whatever, and I listened to it, and sometimes I'll still go back and listen to a few songs here and there. But when that album came out, and a little bit time period after that album was like all settled down, people were already talking about Cruel Winter and how it was going to have a completely different sound than Cruel Summer, and people were going to say like, oh, it was going to go back to that kind of good music, Good Fridays kind of sound, and it had like all these different kind of features on it. So hopefully that's still true, because I am super pumped to hear Cruel Winter, and I think that is also a really cool concept, like Cruel Summer, Cruel Winter. So we'll see what happens. Freddie Gibbs' new track, produced by Bad Bad Not Good and K Trinata, called Alexis. This song is fucking tight. This shit is getting me pumped as fuck for his new project. I think it's only 8 tracks long though, his new album, but regardless, this song is fucking tight. The beat is sick. Freddie is rapping his ass off like always, but this beat is just so good, man, and it's like such a cool collab right there, Bad Bad Not Good and K Trinata. I think it's so weird to hear, like, because I mean, so far I guess I'm used to hearing K Trinata like over the more like electronic, kind of dancey electronic beats, and like just cool rhythm, and just like a good feeling sound and stuff like that. Love Sosa by Chief Keef is now a platinum RIAA certified track. This song is classic. Back in that time when Love Sosa came out, I wasn't really interested in any of that Chief Keef, Migos kind of music. But Love Sosa, when the first time I heard Love Sosa, I was like, hypnotized. Like, that song, just like, holy fucking shit, man. Like, I don't know what that song did to me, but it changed my whole perspective of that kind of hip hop. It was just like a whole nother level has been reached. Speaking of going platinum, Post Malone's song Congratulations has gone platinum as well. I listened to his Stoney album, and I actually enjoyed it, although it was kind of long, but I actually do enjoy the sound of it. And I really like his singing and just the way that everything sounds and flows together. And with this song, I actually really enjoy the song. And I think it took me seeing the video to really enjoy it as well, just because I liked all the slow motion effects and all the color schemes and everything within it. But overall, I've really grown to love this song a lot, so it's really cool that it's gone platinum. Elton John states that Eminem was never homophobic. Now, this is referring back to the days when Eminem performed on stage with Elton John, and they performed the song Stand together. I forget what award show or whatever this was at, but there was a lot of speculation that Eminem was homophobic because of his lyrics back in the day. And I mean, these were the days when people were protesting his album. Like, people were really on the streets with signs up saying that they did not want Eminem to be played on the radio or MTV or any of those. People would take his CDs and cassettes, throw them in the street and stomp on them or run them over, or just overall protesting. People were actually outside protesting Eminem stuff, and not only Eminem's, I mean Marilyn Manson and so many other artists from that time. And this was such a controversial time period for music. What Eminem did to respond to these people was he did a performance with Elton John, and now I guess for some reason this is resurfacing again, and Elton John just stated Eminem was never homophobic. I thought that we were past all this. I thought that this was something that everyone was aware of by now. I mean, it's been fucking 17 years later, but yeah, just a reminder, I guess, that Eminem was never homophobic. But I think that is such a cool thing to look back on and see, like, holy shit, people were really fucking protesting. Like, you can YouTube this shit and look it up. Like, people were really protesting Eminem's music, and it was so weird. It was such a weird thing, and we've gone such a long way from that. I think that people are pretty much allowed to say whatever they want in lyrics now, and I think that we've really grown from that time when it was so censored. Speaking of Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP2 has been certified 4 times platinum, which is pretty fucking incredible. Albums today, at least, don't really go 4 times platinum. I mean, the last album I really remember was like Outkast's album, but I mean, I'm sure there's been plenty more after that, but that's something that you don't really hear anymore, of albums going like so many times platinum. But I mean, it's Eminem, and he is one of the biggest selling artists and biggest names in music ever, so congrats to M. That's pretty much it. Mike Will put out an album. I haven't listened to that. There's just some new music videos and shit. There's a lot more Gorillaz songs, but I want to wait till I hear the full album for them. Sampa had his Tiny Desk concert, which I have to watch. There's a new song by Designer, which I have to listen to. There's another new song that I have to listen to as well. But other than that, it was a very exciting week for me. The Heart Part 4 took over my whole life this entire week. There's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of albums that are about to come out. There's a lot of shit that's about to happen, man. I mean, who is Kendrick talking about? Who is he actually talking about? And does it actually matter? Does it really matter? Because we're about to get an incredible album, hopefully. Hopefully we're about to get an incredible album. And regardless, there's just a lot to look forward to. So look forward to that coming up in this video series. This Week in Hip Hop. I'm out. Peace.